Good morning to all. Let us start the tangent and secant properties of a circle. Today our chapter is tangent and secant properties of a circle. First of all, we should know what is tangent and what is secant. What is the difference between tangent and secant? Tangent is a straight line. Tangent is a straight line which touches a circle at a given particular point by which if you join from center to that point of contact, that will be perpendicular to the straight line. Means tangent is a straight line which touches a circle at a single point. Let that point be T. PTQ is a tangent. Why? Because the line touching the circle at a particular point T. And if I join from that center to that point, that will be perpendicular. This also one theorem is there. I will go one by one. And what is tangent? The straight line through a point P on a circle perpendicular to the radius through P is called tangent. In another way, a line meeting a circle only one point is called a tangent to a circle. The point where the line touches the circle is called its point of contact. That is, P is the point of contact and this line is the tangent by which radius joining the point of contact and tangent will be perpendicular to each other. This is the condition for the tangent. Next come to angle in the alternate segment. What do you mean by angle in the alternate segment? Means ATQ angle is equal to in the angle in the opposite segment. ATQ means this angle equal to this angle in the opposite segment. ATQ is equal to angle AXT. In another way, this angle means angle PTA is equal to angle in the opposite. This angle is equal to this angle. The other property is called angle in the alternate segment. Okay. Now come to internal and external contact. This one is called the circles, two circles touching at a single point, that is external contact, and this is called internal. That means whenever the circles touching each other at a single point outside, that is called external contact. If one circle is inside the another circle and touching a point at single point, let that point be T, that is called internal contact. The first theorem in this chapter, that is the tangent at any point of a circle and the radius through the point are perpendicular to each other. You have to prove it. Already I have told this is a tangent, PT is a tangent at the point P on the circle, OP join, and you have to prove OP is perpendicular to this tangent. This is the theorem that you have to prove. So what is given and what you have to prove? This is the theorem, this is the question part. What is given? A circle with radius OP and tangent PT to the circle at the point of contact, that is P, and you have to prove OP perpendicular to PT. This is the theorem. Now construction required. Take any point Q on the tangent PT. Let us take Q is any point on the tangent PT and you have to join OQ. Okay. In the figure, triangle OPQ you are getting here. Next you have to prove it. Okay. Just as for the statement, OQ, just to see the figure, OQ greater than OP, because Q lies in the exterior of the circle. Q is exterior and P is on the circle, which OP is the radius. OP is radius and from here to here this is the radius part. But OQ means more than radius. Yes or no? That means OQ is greater than radius. Therefore OQ greater than OP. That means from the triangle OPQ, OQ greater than OP. This shows that of all the segments that can be drawn from the center O to any point on the line PT, OP is the shortest. Because OP is the radius, any point on this line PT, if I join here, any point, here, anywhere, that will be greater than OP. That means OP is the shortest side from the exterior point will be perpendicular. Therefore, OP perpendicular OP perpendicular to PT. We know that the shortest segment that can be drawn from a given point to a given line is the perpendicular from the given point to the given line. That means perpendicular will be the shortest line, any other line. As per this theorem, therefore OP is perpendicular to OT. In this way, this theorem completed. Let us go next theorem. Just see. Let us go next theorem. If two circles touch each other, this is the two circles touch each other at the point P, internally or externally, the point of contact lies on the line through the center. Means if I join from center of first circle to the center of the second circle, the P point will be on this line. Means you have to prove APB is a straight line, means 180 degree. If you can prove that APB is a straight line having angle APB equal to 180 degree, then our theorem will be proved. Case 1. There are two cases will be when the given two circles touch each other externally. That means the two circles touching at the point P externally. This is the figure. Given two circles with center A and B touching each other externally at the point P. To prove P lies on this line AB. Case 1. One is external, another is internal. I am doing first externally. Construction, you have to join AP and also PB. Okay. And PT is the tangent. Join AP and BP through the point of contact P, drawn a common tangent, that is PT is the common tangent for this circle as well as this circle. Okay. Now come to the proof part. First of all, statement is angle APT 90 degree. Why angle APT? As per the tangent, previously I have told, whenever it is tangent, the angle APT will be 90 degree. Same process, angle BPT also 90 degree. अभी दोनों मिला के कितना होगा 90 plus 90 180 हो रहा है. Why it is 90 degree? Because angle between radius and tangent will be 90 degree. Second point also same thing. Now adding 1 and 2, we are getting 90 plus 90 is how much coming? 180 degree. Angle APB 180 degree. APB is a straight line. 180 matlab it is a straight line. Okay. Therefore P lies on the line AB. That means as it is a straight line, that means angle 180. This first part proof. Second part, when the given two circles touch each other internally. Internal means one circle will be inside the other. This is the figure given internally. Okay. A is the radius of big circle, B is the radius of small. So you have to join it and you have to show that AB is a straight line. Same process, construction, PT is the tangent, and same concept apply. APT 90 degree, APT 90 degree and BPT also 90 degree. Angle between radius and the tangent is 90 degree. Same thing, AP and BP both are perpendicular to the tangent PT at the same point P. Therefore, AP and BP lies in the same line. APB is a straight line. P lies on the line AB. Just have to memorize these two theorems. Let us go next theorem. Let us go next theorem. From any point outside a circle, maximum two tangents can be drawn. From the exterior points of P is the exterior point, this is the given circle having center at O. PA and PB, maximum two tangents can be drawn to a circle. And your theorem is, if I draw tangent from exterior point to a circle, that length will be equal. You have to prove it. From any point outside a circle, two tangents can be drawn to it and they are equal in length. You have to prove it. That means your theorem is PA is equal to PB, that is the length of the tangent should be equal. You have to prove it. To prove PA is equal to PB. So for this construction, for this proof, construction required. That means you have to join OP, you have to join OA and OB. Just see how to solve. Okay. See, this is the point of contact. PA is the tangent, OA radius, that's this angle 90 degree, no doubt, this angle 90 degree. And this also radius, point of contact, this is also 90 degree. Now see how to prove. In the triangle APO and triangle BPO, in these two triangles, what are the things are equal? OP is equal to OP. This is the common side for both the triangle. Second point, OA is equal to OB. Why it is equal? Radius. And third point, that is angle PAO is equal to angle PBO. Why it is equal? 90 degree. Because tangent and radius will make 90 degree. Okay. Therefore, the triangle APO congruent to triangle BPO for which property? Right angle hypotenuse side, because OP is the hypotenuse for the triangle, right angle triangle, OP is the hypotenuse, OP is equal to OP, common side, right angle hypotenuse side, RHS. By the theorem RHS, both the two triangles are congruent. After congruent, you can write this implies PA is equal to PB by CPCT. Congruency property of congruent triangle. And this is the theorem we have to prove it. PA is equal to. In another also you can get, therefore angle APO is equal to angle BPO. Angle made, see the figure, this angle also equal to this angle. Why? By CPCT. After congruent you can write remaining parts of the triangle will be equal. Angle APO is equal to angle BPO, and also you can get angle AOP. Angle AOP is equal to angle BOP. This also by CPCT. Which angle? AOP means this angle also equal to this angle. Means whenever the two triangles are congruent, triangle APO and triangle BPO congruent by the theorem RHS, right angle hypotenuse side, remaining angle will be equal, this angle also equal to this angle, and PA is equal to PB, and this theorem is given to prove PA is equal to PB. Okay, let us go one more question. Okay, today up to theorem complete, next we will do the numericals. Thank you for today class.